So welcome to Black Creek Lake in LBJ National Grasslands. I am Colonel Lee. Welcome to Life with Colonel Lee. Tonight we are hot tent camping in the One Tigress North Gaze teepee style tent. And we do have the Danchel ultralight packable foldable stove. And we also have the One Tigress inner mesh tent that connects to the teepee. So it kind of goes this direction. It's like an L shape there and there, and it doesn't leave a whole lot of room for the stove. So it makes it cramped. I guess if I took this chair out and just sat Indian style, I'd probably have a little more room. The inner tent did come with a tarp that you can put down on this where the inner tent is not at, so you're not on the dirt or whatever. I just folded it over and put it on half this side because I'm using the stove. Got some wood processed here. And we're gonna cook. We're gonna cook on the stove. I got a couple of skillets. I don't know if they'll both fit on there, but we're gonna see what we can do. So nothing fancy or spectacular for dinner. Just gonna be some ground beef, onions, and zucchini, and that's it. Just fry it up in the skillet with a little bit of olive oil, and then a little bit of seasoning, and then that will be dinner. And we have plenty of drinks. So just a couple of days ago, it was all sundills and daffodils. Sunshine and daffodils, that's it. 80 degrees, and today it is overcast, dreary, 50 degrees, rainy. I think we're supposed to get some more rain later tonight, but I don't think it's going to be crazy storms. Just kind of a dreary rain is all we're supposed to get. But this tent is pretty cool. It's pretty big. The base of the tent is, gosh, it's got to be 12 foot around, and it's 6.5 or 6'7" at the peak height, but it tapers down really fast. So the only place I can stand up is right next to the pole, which is okay. I mean, you just kind of get in here and hunch down. All right, I'm gonna get some food going here. So this is the jet boil skillet, and it has in the handle a spatula. So that's kind of cool, pretty handy. Yeah, I think we're gonna have room for one skillet. Let's see how my fire's doing. So the outside temperature is 50. This is my carbon monoxide meter. And it also gives you the temperature. Woo! So it's 50 degrees outside. I even have this door open, and it's almost 86 degrees. Almost 86 degrees inside here. It is really warm. So I just hang that meter on a zipper tab. This door has a two-way zipper. So the one zipper that stays up there, I just clip that meter to that. All right, let me get my oil, my olive oil going in the skillet here. We're gonna cook the onions and the zucchini on here first. I just chopped all this up at home, put it in a little bag. It makes it look pretty easy. I got my little spice dill. So there's pepper, salt, I think taco seasoning. Oh man, this Stove is pretty hot. So at night, this tube will glow red, probably 2 to 3 foot up. Man, that is smelling good already. So I just have a half pound of ground beef. I'm gonna cook these veggies first, and then we'll cook the beef. Then I'll probably warm it all up together, and then we'll have some good old dinner. I like lots of pepper. I want to welcome all the new subscribers. We've had a lot of new subscribers here lately. Thank you very much, and welcome. If you are new here and you haven't subscribed, you should consider doing so. This is, if you enjoy this kind of content, camping, and hot tent camping. So I'm pretty new to the hot tent camping. I've got one video of where I basically set just the tent and the stove up in my yard. I didn't set up the inner mesh tent, but basically I just got a fire going and just kind of tested it out. And I was pretty impressed with how fast the tent warmed up, and I didn't really fill the stove, you know, with a whole lot of wood. It was just a couple sticks of wood, and that was about it. I think it burned for 15 minutes. So on the subject of subscribing, thank you, and go ahead and give me a thumbs up. I really appreciate that. The more thumbs up, likes you get on a video, the more that YouTube will suggest your content to other viewers, to similar content channels. So anybody that you watch regularly, if you're watching their videos, make sure you go and like their videos too. They would really appreciate it. So while the veggies are cooking, I do have my Nature Hike low profile backpacker's cot. And then I have a self-inflating Thermarest insulated pad just to keep the cold off the backside. And I have a Sea to Summit large air pillow. And then I have a Zuby Lives. It's kind of a hybrid between a not a comforter, a top quilt, and or a sleeping bag. So you can kind of use it as both, one or the other. But I think it's good to 35 degrees, but it's not supposed to get any colder than maybe 47 tonight, so we should be plenty warm. I think we're gonna stick some more wood in here. Look at this big block here. Well, ooh, it is hot in there. Holy shit, it's hot. Comes with this little poker thing, handy. You hear that pipe crinkling, it's getting hot, look at that. Woo. That is cherry red. Here's a hot tamale in there. Oh, that'll smoke bellowing out of the stack. That is a hot fire. Let's see what the temperature is in here. Woo! It is 93 degrees in here. It is hot. Got my little plate. If you're not using it to eat on, you can use it as a frisbee, I guess. So this stove, it's Danchel. It's a Danchel stove. They do make other models. There's one that has glass on the sides as well on the end here. So this one here, the door has a glass on it. Ooh, that box is glowing red. I don't think I'm gonna add any more wood to this thing. All right, these veggies are done. Let's cook the meat. That's pretty cool. You can cook on top of this thing. This is an ultralight stove. It does pack down. It folds down and it's like fits in a little briefcase. And the tube, you undo the tube and it's just a flat sheet about this wide, 7 feet long, and then you just roll it up and it rolls up about that big around and about like that. And it packs into a little tube case and attaches to the little briefcase. So you can backpack with this stove. I'll tell you what, it's so hot in here, I'm starting to sweat. Gotta be real careful when I get up. I don't want to touch that or anything like that, or jostle anything around. So the carbon monoxide, monoxide meter is not registering any carbon monoxide. It is now 94.3 degrees in here, and I am officially sweating. So this inner tent, it does have a bathtub style floor and the net, and the doors do have a solid panel and a mesh panel. So that is kind of cool. You can really keep out the air and then keep in your warm air if you want to. But I did go ahead and set it up because it's the first time I've set the inner tent up, and we did have insects and stuff scurrying about the other day when it was 80 degrees. I haven't really noticed any this evening, but I wanted to test it out anyway. It's kind of cool. I do wish they had one that just split the tent in half instead of doing an L shape and it kind of taking up 75% of the tent. If they had that as an extra option, like you could have this and then just when it went halfway, that would be pretty cool. Because with this inner tent, you have enough room here for 2 people comfortably. Oh, I do have this Kevlar mat underneath the stove, just in case anything may drop out or something. I don't think it would catch the ground, but just a safety precaution. This is my first time using the jet boil skillet. Very impressed with it. So it does have a non-stick coating, but I like to cook with a little olive oil. Anyway, I wish I'd have thought of bringing some kind of sauce, maybe a A1 or a 57, 157 or something. Maybe some ranch. But I didn't. That's right, it'll be good anyway. Well, this answers a lot of questions for me with this one Tigris North Gaze tent. Can I utilize the stove with the inner tent inside here? I can. It's a little cramped, but it does work. Which I'm able to. But there we go. Get my sock hat. Put underneath. This thing's kind of hot. All right. Well, let's see what the temperature is in here now. But that fire is dying down somewhat. Holy crap. It is 90. Man. 98.7 degrees in here. Damn, no wonder I'm sweating. So if it was 0 degrees outside, we could probably get this tent to 70, 75 easy. I think that time that I tested this, it was 10 degrees outside, or maybe it was in the teens. But like I said, I didn't have very much wood in there, and I think it got up to 70, 72. I can't really remember. I'll leave a link up here for that video in case you're interested. I might have to go back and look at it myself because I'm interested. Well, let's get our drink. I think I'm gonna have a wild cherry Pepsi. Let's test our food here. Maybe some ranch would have been good. It's good anyway. So I kind of planned this trip last minute, and I was like, what am I going to cook on? What little stove am I going to bring? And I was like, I'm bringing the hot tent setup, so I can just cook on this stove. So I didn't have to bring a little propane bottle or butane bottle and all that jazz. It's a pretty cool setup. Within 20 minutes, you can have all the setup and a fire going. Well, that was a good meal. That worked out pretty good, cooking on the stove. It's like killing 2 stones with 1 bird. Something like that. Man, it is pretty calm out there. I don't think the wind is blowing at all. Hey, it should be a calm evening, calm night, maybe just some rain. I don't think it's going to be crazy storms. Well, let's put some more wood. So this chair I'm sitting in, it's just a backpacker's chair. So it sits pretty low, which works pretty good because not a whole lot of room once you got everything going in here. Ooh, had some smoke come out there. The carbon monoxide detected it. So this tent does have 2 roof vents at the top. So you can close them or leave them open. I think I have one open and one closed. Well, let's see how that does. All right, I'm gonna clean up here and kind of get stuff situated a little better. I got stuff everywhere. It's kind of all over the place. All right, I'll be back. Man, it's like really just fine mist. If you can see all that. Just a fine mist. .4. I just noticed there's a little pocket there, and there's some little loops right there. Pretty cool. That's just my little lantern. So I got the solid panels rolled up or rolled back, and I'm just gonna have the bug mesh down. That's how much wood we still have. And just about burned through all that. I just put 3 more pieces in there, and it is still 90 degrees in here. Man, look how roomy it is inside. That's just half of it. I'm sitting in the other half. Well, I don't think I can stand it anymore. I'm sweating. I'm just gonna let that fire die out, and that'll be it for the night. I still have a stack of wood over there, but it's just too hot. Almost 93. That's how far over it goes. And over there, this thing is pretty big. Well, I think that's it for tonight. If it starts raining pretty good or something, we might come back and check that out. Maybe if there's some coyotes howling or something. Anything interesting, we'll come back and see what's going on. But all is calm out there right now. I think it's still just barely sprinkling, misting. Man, I am pouring sweat here. It is so hot in here. It's 94 degrees. That's it on the wood, man. I'm done. It'll get colder later, but I'll be warm enough with this my sleep setup. So, all right, catch y'all in the morning. about 11 o'clock at night, and storm is rolling through. The fire went completely out about an hour ago. There's just been no winds, hardly any winds at all, just lightning, thunder, and pretty good downpour coming on. We're staying completely dry so far in this tent. I think it's probably close to 50 degrees outside. It's 59 degrees in here. But I was sleeping pretty good, and then all of a sudden a big clap of thunder woke me up. It's starting to pull up in there. So that's not, all that water is not coming from the stove jack. It's just pulling up underneath. We're getting a lot of rain. So luckily I brought this inner tent. So the floor is waterproof. You can see the seams are heat taped sealed. See the seams there. We're not getting any water coming through there. And then the outer tent is waterproof. Yeah, it's just like water pulling through there. Well, we're staying dry. I'm not sure how big these storms are, how long it's supposed to rain, but for the moment it's kind of slowed down a little bit. So I'm going to try to go back to sleep. Well, good morning. It is, the air is very wet. You can see it. Kind of looks like a little snow, but it's just real fine mist. It could just be fog. I think it's really foggy. Man, it rained a lot last night. A lot. But we stayed dry in the tent, so now you can see it. Now you don't. I was trying to walk from the tent to the truck with this light on, and I couldn't hardly see because of all the fog. So I turned the light off so I could see while I'm walking. All right. Well, thanks for hanging around and watching this video. So it was hot tent camping in a storm, LBJ National Grasslands. Adios.